Hey guys, kinggath here with some mod news. So today's should be a quick one. I've just got some updates on patching for Sim Settlements 2. And of course, it is the 28th, which means we've got a City Plan contest winner and a new contest starting today. So I'll announce those new settlements toward the end of the video. All right, let's start off by thanking some patrons, though. You guys are what keep the engine running here. You keep us all excited and engaged with the mod, knowing that there's so many people who care this much about it that they're willing to throw some cash at it. So if I don't get to you today, don't worry, I will get to you in a future video. So we make these all the time. So a big shout out and thanks to NZH, Matthew Watson, Joanna Poe, Robert Putter, Lothwolf. There's my butcher for the week, Fabian Rodriguez. I think I got that right. I've never actually said the name. Is it Fabian? Never said that aloud. And Ethan Anderson. Thank you all, and thank you everybody who's been contributing in a variety of ways. I know some of you guys donate through PayPal directly. Some of you guys have sent me Steam gift cards, and it's all awesome. It shows how much you guys care about the project and lets us do some cool little stuff. So thank you again. All right, let's get into it. So first up, we always got to congratulate a previous winner, which was once again Gavman with his crazy build of a Longfellow's cabin. So if it looks like he's found a little niche creating fantastical builds. Had no idea so many people were excited for that kind of build as opposed to the immersive. So if you're looking to win a city plan contest, it looks like Gavman may have found a secret, as he's now 2 for 2 in crazy physics-defying builds. So go check his designs out, and everybody else's designs. They're all available on Nexus. If you go to the category section and go to the Sim Settlements 2 category, you will find that there are tons and tons of city plan contest entries. People submit directly to there so that you can get access to those. All right, now let's talk about patches. So you may have noticed, if you are a regular player of Sim Settlements and Sim Settlements 2, that I missed a patch day on this last Friday. And normally I would have posted on YouTube in the little message thing, but I ended up just posting on the forums. We ran into a horrible bug in the patch, in what was going to be the 1.0.18 patch, and I did not have time to fix it before Friday. And given that we have another patch in the works already, and that it would have been very hard to separate out those two, I opted instead to just cancel the 1.0.18 patch, and all of its changes are going to roll into the 1.1.0 patch. Now, if you're not familiar with what that is and why the number changing, generally the way I do the numbers is if it's a huge patch, like a right before an expansion patch, it's the first number. So right before chapter 2, it'll become the 2.0 patch. And then when it's a big giant change to gameplay, then I increment the second number, and that's what's coming up next. So it'll be 1.1.0 because there's major gameplay changes coming. We're going through and we're overhauling all of the numbers that run the cost system of Sim Settlements 2, because the ones we shipped with had some quirks in them, some things that didn't line up correctly, made it very hard to balance out your network of settlements so that they were all producing and consuming in ways that made a lot of sense. And we had a kind of track idea of how the building materials would lead into organic, would lead into machine parts, would lead into rare materials, and it didn't come out exactly how I wanted. So we're taking this opportunity to fix some of those quirks. We're looking at the way you guys actually play the mod and making sure that the types of settlements you want to design will be supported with the new costs. So all that's coming in the 1.1.0 patch. And then the last number, the reason we're resetting that to 0 is because otherwise we would get into triple digits really quick. So 1.0.18 is no more, but 1.1.0 should be coming on August 6th, barring another emergency issue with a bug that we find last minute. And after that, basically, I'm going dark. I'm gonna be disappearing until it's necessary to release the 2.0 patch for Chapter 2, because we are at a point now where I need to start putting the new Chapter 2 systems in the base mod, and so I can't keep patching after that. Otherwise, all that stuff will become enabled before the actual content that goes along with it is actually ready for you guys. So you would end up with pretty broken saves. So best for me to just go dark. So if you haven't been a part of the Sim Settlements 1 community and are not used to this, this is how we kind of roll right before an expansion. Is we just turn off patches for a little while and we get everything wrapped up and tested, and then all of a sudden we'll reappear with a big giant 2.0 patch with new systems, and then either that same day or within a couple of days, then you'll see the expansion launch. So obviously we haven't even announced the date yet, and I don't know how long it'll take. With Sim Settlements 1, it was usually only a couple of weeks when we would go dark before we would bring out the X.0 patch that would precede the expansion. For this, it might be a little longer than that. I don't know. I don't have a timeline for you. We're going with a when it's ready approach because we don't want to break your big giant saves. And we know with Chapter 2, you guys are looking forward to seeing where the story goes. So we want to make sure that you have a smooth transition into Chapter 2. So we're going to take as much time as we need to get that done. And my work has definitely gotten stalled out because of all the time patching, and so I need to just focus in on all these code stuff because we got some really cool new systems coming for you guys with Chapter 2. So August 6th, 1.1.0 patch. If that gets delayed, I will let you guys know. I'll post that I will try and remember to actually post it on the YouTube channel this time. And of course, then shortly after that, you'll see the trailer, which will possibly have an announcement date, but we should have a trailer coming out sometime in August for Chapter 2 so that you guys can get a better idea of what's coming in it, and hopefully we'll have a release date picked out by then. But until then, let's focus on the city plan contest. So there's a new contest starting today, and love to see more of you guys get in on this. And obviously, with the rebalance patch coming in, I could see it being a little. I would say if you're going to compete in this contest, maybe don't go heavy on your balance stuff right away. Focus on just your design elements and then wait until that August 6th patch to see how the new numbers play out if you're one who cares about that. I know a lot of you guys just design for the sake of designing, and as Gavman's shown, that might not be the worst play you could make if your goal is to get a lot of attention on your city plan design. But if you're one of those folks who likes to make sure you plan it all out with intricate balance in mind, probably want to wait till August 6th before you put a lot of time into it. But even if you have to wait till then, plenty of time between then and the 28th to get a full design done. So without further ado, the settlement choices for the city plan contest for August are Tappington Boathouse, Egret Tours Marina, and the Slog. So all of them have some pre-existing structures you got to play around with. Pretty medium size for all of them. I think the Tappington Boathouse is the smallest of those, and Egret being the largest. But they all have a similar vibe to them. Of they've got bodies of water near them. Lots of pre-existing structures, so it should be a nice, interesting collection of city plans to play with. All right, guys. All that said, take care and enjoy the mods.